Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yelly if you are new, and today I have the juiciest story time for you. That's right, you read it in the title. I got in a fight in a Korean club. You know, things got physical, things got a little heated. So grab your Cheetos, your Takis, your coffee, grab your snacks, your popcorn, and sit down for this juicy story time. I did a story time like a long time ago about me surviving Hurricane Harvey. So if you haven't seen that one, you should go see that one. You might laugh, you might cry. Let's just get right into it. If you don't know, I am Mexican, and so I really love reggaeton music. And so when I went to go study abroad in Seoul, I really missed it. And at all the clubs there, all they play is like EDM, house music, and I mean it's alright, but I don't really prefer that for a club. You know, I really like reggaeton. And so there was only one club in Seoul that I know of, and it was called Mike's Cabin, and it was in Itaewon. And that's the foreign district in the city, if you didn't know. So there's a bunch of different like foreign restaurants and stores and clubs. So I went once with a group of friends, and I absolutely loved it because it reminded me of home. And you know, you just can't dance like you just can't dance to EDM and house music like you can dance to like reggaeton and like Spanish music. It's just like the perfect combination of, you know, like original reggae and Latin music. It's just, you know, it's amazing. You just get into that groove and it's just not the same. So I absolutely fell in love with the place, and we went back, I don't know, probably like 10 more times during my stay there. So we ended up going one night, a large group of friends from my university, and we were mostly foreigners. And in the club there was like a mix of Koreans and foreigners. You know, it was in the foreign district, so it was a mix of people. But anyways, so the story starts with, you know, we arrived there probably like around, I don't know, 12. And you know, at the clubs they sometimes have like little platforms where girls usually get up on and dance on. So yeah, me and all my friends were on there. Not all of them, but me and a few of my girlfriends were on there. And the platform was pretty small, so like 4 or 5 of us were on there, but we weren't on there like this. We were on there like this. So we were dancing and we were like this. A person in front of me in the same position and behind me, and so on. So, you know, we're just on there dancing, minding our own damn business, when this guy comes up and he attempts to get on the platform. And in the process, he's pushing off one of the girls, which is my friend. And so I'm like, you know, like, why the hell is he trying to push her off and get on the platform? Like, guys don't even usually get on the platforms and dance. Like, what? So he keeps on like trying to push her off, and then that's when I intervene. And you know, I like push him back a little. I'm like, stop! Like, you can't fit on here. Just stop. And I don't know what he said, but he kept trying to get onto the damn platform with us, and he was like pushing my friend Zoe off. So I was just like, you know what? I got in his face, and I was like, you need to stop. You cannot fit on here. You are being rude. You are like manhandling this girl. Like, just stop. And then he ends up like, I don't remember what he said to me, but we end up getting into like a big argument, and I'm like going back at him and he's going back at me. And then at one point he's like, you're a fucking bitch. And I was like, I was like, who the hell does he think he is?
¿A quién estás diciendo shut up tú? ¿A mí me estás diciendo shut up?
It was this white European guy. I don't know if he was used to the privilege. You know, I don't know if it was just because he was really messed up and drunk. You know, I don't know. But he was really rude. And so I was like, my freaking head twisted around like The Exorcist. I was like, what the hell? And it was just a reflex reaction of mine, for real. Like, it was just a reflex. I went right across his face. And he was like so shocked. And he was like, and then I could see in his face he got really angry. So what he ends up doing is he pushes me. And remember, we're on the platform. And so there was nowhere else for me to go except back. So I fell back like this. And I fell back like Mufasa when Scar, you know, like thrust him into the canyon. I was like, you know. But at this point, the club was really full. You know, it like sometimes it's not so full, sometimes it's really full. At this point, it was packed. So instead of me falling on the floor, like I would have, I ended up falling on a group of people. So I went, and I hit a bunch of people. And of course they like, because there's so many people, I just ended up like standing up and them like pushing me onto my feet. And then everybody was like scandalized. They were like, oh my God. They're like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm okay. But I got so mad. I was like, this, like what the hell? And when I get really angry, like my eyes tear up. I'm those type of people that tear up when they're angry. Like I cry out of anger. I cry de coraje, you know. And so my eyes teared up and I was like, I was like, what the? I just could not believe he pushed me off. I probably shouldn't have hit him, but it was honestly just a reflex. I was like, I'm not gonna let this little boy disrespect me like this. Like, who does he think he is? He's coming around here starting BS with these girls, and you know, I was gonna put him in his place. So anyways, I end up falling off the damn thing, and everybody pushed me up. They're like, are you okay? Are you good? I'm like, yeah. And I get angry again, and I'm like, ugh. And so I end up lunging at him like this, and I end up scratching his face because I couldn't really reach because I guess he would move back, and you know, he was still on the platform. So I went, and I just barely grazed him. I was like, and at that point, that's when all his, you know, little bros came over here. You know how guys are, they're like, and they grab their friend and they're like, ugh. And I was just like, and so, you know, all his bros are like, yeah, we got him, whatever. And so after that, his little friends take him, and then everybody's like, you know, go back up on there and dance. And I'm like, you know, it's fine, it's whatever. So I just keep on dancing, and I'm dancing. And, you know, everybody's like, oh my God, I can't believe he did that. I was like, I know, he's a dog. I ended up having fun the rest of the night, even though he did kind of ruin it. But I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna let him dampen my mood. So then the night continues, and I'm dancing, you know, I'm having fun, woo, 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 woo. But throughout the night, I guess he got even more drunk and like more belligerent. At one point, I saw him with his shirt off. He was running around, and at that point, the Korean security comes and they're like, put your shirt back on, and then all his little bros, they come back over and they're like trying to defuse the situation. They're like, okay, and they tell him to put his shirt back on, and he puts his shirt back on. And it keeps on continuing like this. And I see again, like, I don't know, probably like an hour or 30 minutes later, that he tries to take an ice bucket away from an employee there. You know, the people that go around, like the busboys, they pick up the empty drinks and whatnot. He ends up trying to like yank this ice bucket away from an employee, and then at that point, that's when they're like, he's out. I don't know why they didn't kick him out when, you know, he pushed a girl off the damn platform, but at that point they were like, you know what, he has to get out. So they finally kick his ass out. He's taken out by these large Korean security guards and out he goes. And I was just like, you know, it took all that for them to finally get his ass out. Like, it was just ridiculous. And yeah, that was the time I got in a fight in a Korean club with a man. At the club, I don't have patience for people. I just don't. So if you want to get into it with me, I'm gonna fight back. No me voy a dejar. You know. Not today. Not today, Satan. Not today. If you want to hear more stories, I have plenty more of being here in America, you know, when I was in college and whatnot. But yeah, that was my crazy story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If y'all want to hear more story times, give this video a thumbs up. Please like, share, and comment, and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You're already here, so you might as well hit it. And I will be back with more videos. Thank you for everybody that has subscribed. I love you so much, and I can't wait till I see y'all again. Bye everybody, I love you.